Hello students, standard 7th, chapter number 5, lines and angles. In the last session, we learned about the intersecting lines, point of intersection, and also we learn about the transversal. Transversal means if a line intersect two or more lines in distinct points, then that line is said to be the transversal. Remember that it should intersect those lines in different points, not in a single point. Otherwise, it is not said to be transversal. Now, try this. I didn't do it here, but I will tell you to write down itself because it's very simple. Just we are going to discuss about it. It says that suppose two lines are given. How many transversal can you draw for these lines? So, consider those two lines, L and M. I have drawn only one transversal here. But you can draw how many? You can draw one other like that, one other like that, one other like that. So you can draw infinitely many transversal. So it is very simple, so I left it for you to do it. So you can draw as many as you want in different directions. At least you have to remember that that line must intersect both the lines in two different points. Second question is that if a line is transversal to three lines, how many points of intersections are there? So if that transversal is intersecting three lines, then it must have three different intersection with each line. Means with each line there will be one point of intersection. That is to remember. And third, try to identify few transversal in your surroundings that you can find out in your windows, because windows, the horizontal and vertical lines are there in your home tiles or somewhere in the grills and so many places, so that you will write down yourself. So now we are going to learn about some angles. Special angles are made when a transversal cuts two different lines. So angles are made by a transversal. Here I draw two lines L and M, and that L and M are cut by the transversal P. P is the transversal which intersect in L and M in two different points. So you can see that 8 angles are formed. I marked them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So here 8 angles are formed. Now angles have some special names are given, and that we are going to learn that which angles represent that different categories. First is interior angles. So its name is obvious. Interior means those angles which are lying between those two lines L and M. Those angles who lie between those two lines. So you can see that between two lines there are 3, 1, 4, 5 and 6. 4 angles are there. So interior angles are angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are there. And exterior angles are angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. So 3, 4, 5 and 6 are lying between these two lines. So they are known as interior angles. And 1, 2, 7 and 8 are outside. Therefore, they are known as exterior angles. So those two angles are very simple. You can change the names also, not a problem. You can give the numbers according to you, but just remember that those angles which are lying between the two lines are the interior angles, and outside they are the exterior angles. Now the second thing is pairs of corresponding angles. Now what is that meaning of corresponding angles? That I will explain you in the other side. Here you can see that corresponding angles. Corresponding angles include different vertices. But before that, we just going to understand here that which are the pairs of corresponding angles. For corresponding angles, you have to look on the same side of the transversal. So if it is above, then you have to look above of the both sides. And if it is below, or it is on the left, or it is on the right, same thing you have to follow. So you can see that angle 1 here is same like angle 5. So angle 1 and angle 5, that is the pair of corresponding angles. Similarly, if you go right side, so angle 2 and angle 6 have the same pattern. So angle 2 and angle C also represent the corresponding angles. Now go below the line. The angle 3 is upside down. So in this side angle 7 is upside down. So angle 3 and angle 7 represent the corresponding angle. Similarly on the other side, you can see that angle 4 is same like angle 8. So we get 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 5, angle 2 and angle 6, then angle 3 and angle 7, angle 4 and angle 8. Then the next pairs we get is the pairs of alternate interior angles. Alternate means they are going on the different side of the transversal. And interior means interior angles. So if you take this one, then alternate means this side, 6 one. So 3 and 6, that is the pair of alternate interior angles. And other is 4 and 5. So they represent alternate interior angles. And the last pairs, there are others also. Pairs of alternate exterior. Here we see alternate interior. Now alternate exterior means 1 and 8, because there are 4 exterior angles. We have to take alternates, means 1 is here, then 1 should be other side. So angle 1 and angle 8. Similarly the second pair is angle 2 and angle 7. So pairs of alternate exterior angles are angle 1 and angle 8, and the second pair is angle 2 and angle 7. Then the other pairs is the pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Name is suggesting it must be interior angles and on the same side. So interior angles are 3, 4, 5 and 6. Which are lying on the same side. You can see that 3 and 5 and 4 and 6. So we get pairs of interior angles on the same side are angle 3 and angle 5 and angle 4 and angle 6. So these are the pairs. Now these two things I have to explain you, that which are the corresponding angles. How can you remember to understand that which are the corresponding angles? Corresponding angles have different vertices, means they should not have same vertices. So if you take one angle on the by this vertices, then you can't take, so other must be here. So one must be from this 4 angles, the other must be from other this 4 angles. Second thing is they are on the same side of the transversal. It means that we don't have to go other side. So if you take this side, then only this side. Means 1, 3, 5 and 7. Now also you have to check the same position, are in corresponding position. Means if it is above, then here is also above. So here you can see that 1 is on the above, so 5 is also above. 3 is down, 7 is down. 2 is above, 2 is above. 4 is down, 8 is down. So that 3, first different vertices, second thing different corresponding on the same side of the transversal, and they should be have the same corresponding position. Now the last one, alternate interior angle, that we wrote down here, pairs of alternate in which also one is should be from this 4 angles, the other will be from other 4 angles, and are on the opposite side of the transversal. But it means that 3 and 6, 4 and 5, because they lie between the two lines, because they are interior angles. So one this side, then the other side, this side 3 and 6, and others are 4 and 5. So that is very, very important here. This will be the basic things that you have to remember for the higher standard also. So you should remember all these things. Now we are going to do the try this, which is based on the angles that we learn now. Name the pairs of angles in each figure. So here in the different figures, some angles will be marked, and then from the previous knowledge that I already explained you now, we have to write down that which type of pairs are there. Let's see the first figure. Here 2 lines are there, and the transversal is here. This is angle 1 and this is angle 2. Now according to the previous section I explained you, we see that they are on the same side of the transversal, having different vertices, and they have the corresponding position, means both are on the upside, both are on the left side also. So which are the angles? They are the corresponding angles. So it is pair of corresponding angles. Let's see the second figure. Here also 2 lines and the transversal, just the position is different. Here 2 lines are like that and transversal was here. Now 2 lines are that, doesn't matter. And here this is the angle 3 and that is angle 4. Here little difference. Here you can see that they are on the same side. Here they are on the different side of transversal, and both are between the 2 lines. So it represents the alternate interior angles, pairs of, if you move them like that for your convenience, I can do them like that. It is same like that, but it is just that one. So here angle 3 and angle 4, that are like that, angle 3 and angle 4. Or it can represent that also, angle 3 and angle 4. Just it was moved like that. If you move it like that, it will become this. So you can see that one is this side, one is other side, and both are interior. So interior angles, so alternate side, so they are alternate interior angles. So it is pair of alternate interior angles. Let's take the third figure. In this third figure, it is one line, this is the other line, and that is your transversal. And here it is angle 5 and angle 6. Here there is a little difference. Here both are interior angles, but on the opposite side of the transversal. Here same side of the transversal, and they are interior angles. So it is pair of interior angles, but on the same side of the transversal. They are both interior angles because they are lying between the two lines, and they are on the same side of the transversal. It is a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Fourth figure. Fourth figure is also so here angle 7 and angle 8. If you move them like that, it will become like that. You can see that they are having different vertices on the same side of the transversal and having the corresponding position. So it is same like this. It is a pair of corresponding angles. It is a pair of corresponding angles. Fifth one. Fifth one have figure like that. Two lines, and the transversal is like that. Angle 9 and angle 10. Then you can see that different vertices on the opposite side of transversal, and they are lying between the lines. So same like that. Pair of alternate interior angles. It is a pair of alternate interior angles. Then the last two lines are there, and transversal is there, and 11 and 12 number is given, but it is here 11 and 12. But now we didn't learn any like this, but in the previous knowledge we learn that they are the adjacent angles and they are supplementary because they are making a line. So it is the pair of angles of the pair which is known as a linear pair. So they are angles of linear pair. So that is from your previous knowledge. In the same chapter we learn about the linear pair. So if you have this basic knowledge that which pair represent which angles, it will be very, very useful, not only in the standard but in the higher standards, standard 9, 10, 8, 9, 10 and so on. So that is very, very important thing. So please try to understand it properly. I already explained it and it will be followed in the PDF file also. So we are going to finish the session, and as I told you, it will be in your PDF file, and any confusion write down in comment section. Thank you very much.